Hello, captains. It's me, TONIK TZW, and this is a match that I've literally just played as I'm recording this voiceover. It was such a good one. I thought, I've got to share this one, but I do think I got a little bit robbed, and you'll see why as we play through this game. But as it says on the splash screen there, it is new personal records. That is for both damage and XP. I haven't played this ship a lot, only 17 games in it since I've had it. That's my build. I have been trying it with Blue Ferrora as well, but I prefer the Bay build, running it as a gunboat rather than a torpedo boat. And that sonar certainly makes that rapid fire of the cannons that little bit more impressive. We're here in the middle of the map. Surprise, surprise. Why do I always get spawned in the center? It's like 99% of the time it feels like I get spawned in the middle of the map. Now, you'll know that my concealment is 5.1 kilometers, but the sonar on the Z52 is 5.9 kilometers. That means if I get spotted, something is already in my sonar range. And then we do the trick like we used to do in the Z50, in the Z35, which is pop the smoke, pop the sonar, and then try to gun the poor blighter down before he gets away. And hope also that the team will be considering shooting at a target as well. But the team were a little bit too clever and a little bit too hungry in this one. And I do think that Matana's going to pop herself around the corner. So I know there's a cruiser there too. But there we go. The gearing is at 5.4, 5.5 then. He knows he's going to be spotted, so he's going to drop behind the island. And although he is in sonar range, there's no point in popping it while he is behind that island. So I know he's got long-range torpedoes. I know the ship's sat at the back. I'm worried about torpedoes coming down towards me, but I want to push the center of the map. It seems to be a thing that I do a lot of at the moment. There's some torpedoes. I'm not located, which tells me he's not running twist and track or perceptive. I know that I can out-detect him. So looking at the minimap, I'm keeping my detection ring right on the corner of that island there. He's either going to hide behind it or he's going to come out from behind it. And when he does, I'm going to be ready. So we're pushing in a little bit closer, looking across at that Schlieffen there, see what range he's at, because obviously he has got big secondaries, but there's the gearing. And watch this for a party trick. Here we go. Smoke up, sonar on. We're going to get detected before we get covered by our smoke. Schlieffen secondaries are going to come to us. I'm praying that there's nobody in radar range. And we are going to wail on Mr. Gearing. We know he's fired one set of torpedoes. Has he got another set left? He doesn't understand that on sonar, smoke is not going to protect you. And everybody is wailing on him. But I'm going to get the kill there. Not quite a first blood, because I think the Alaska took out one of the other red team destroyer. But we're on the board with just under 12,000 hit points. And now, knowing that the Schlieffen is my next closest target, I am going to push through the middle of the map. And let's just say I was really surprised at what this guy did, because I thought he was going to back up away from the island and then pull forward and go around the corner and start twonking everybody on the left side of ACAP with the secondaries. But I couldn't have been more wrong. And I am going to be playing on the edge of my concealment as I sneak through here, because we've got the Schlieffen there, there's a Montana on the right, there's a Zhao out on the right, there's a Henry IV out on the right, there's a Shimakaze still out here somewhere. But for the moment, that Schlieffen is the closest at 5.9. And look at that. He reverses round the corner, and I miss everything. And I thought, fair dues to the guy. He's obviously got some skill. He's obviously thinking outside of the box in what he's doing. And yeah, he can get away with missing my torpedoes. But I think it's a Shimakaze out there on the left-hand side. I don't think he's going to miss those Shimakaze torpedoes. So he's at 7Ks from me, and what I'm doing is as I'm watching him, I'm just watching in case my perceptive indicator flips back to the right-hand side, because then it'll tell me that there's something closer than he is and you know approximately what range it is. But here we go. The Montana is coming back across this way. I don't know why. Is he realizing they're being pushed on that side? Red team are very strong on this right flank, but we've got some torpedoes coming up. So we're going to pop one set across there. One set and one set only. What is it in Red October they say? One ping and one ping only. And I have seen a fleet with that name as well. Montana is playing cautious. He's not sailing in a straight line for too long. And he is going to start a turn again as those torpedoes head towards him. So, as I said, not running the blue Ferrora build on this, where my torpedoes would be a lot faster and a lot quicker to reload. My ship would be a little bit quicker. But running Bay, Swirsky, and Sims gives me a double concealment bonus, and then it gives me some extra hit points. I think it's around 400 hit points at Legendary tier with a maximum level William Sims. And yeah, those extra hit points are always valuable. It turns you into a little mini cruiser, and you can afford to take a few hits. I haven't actually taken... No, I have. I've taken 80 hit points worth of damage. But we're hanging right inside the cap because I'm holding all the cap points here. So I don't want to leave the cap and lose those. But I'm in a position behind enemy lines, as the splash screen said. And I'm keeping everything spotted because if they go forward, they're going into blue team. And if they go backwards, they're still going to be spotted by me. And I do have the opportunity to get away. There is the second salvo of torpedoes out. The Montana is burning. He's getting rained on a little bit, and he's realizing that he's got nowhere to hide. Shimakaze torpedoes coming across from the right-hand side there. Complete wall of skill. Obviously not a good Shimakaze player because he'd probably fire 2 sets and hold one back for later. But I think my torpedoes are going to get there before his do, and that is going to be kill number 2. Not a huge amount of damage, but enough to make it worthwhile. Now I can see the Zhao there, who appears to be in the direction of my perceptive indicator, but it's slightly off to the right, and I'm thinking, yeah, the destroyer was last spotted on that side of the map, so I'm going to come out of the cap and away from it, because that Zhao has long-range torpedoes. He also has some nasty guns, and that Henry IV has some nasty guns too, and we'll be on the receiving end of those in a little while. But for now, we are controlling 4 caps. We've just lost, I think, our first ship, or we've been 1 ship down. Red team have lost 6. We don't appear to have done a lot in this game, apart from push through, spot, clobber a destroyer, finish off a battleship, and I think we are going to get 1 torpedo on the Zhao. But we're going to go fishing with torpedoes there. Let that Zhao take a torpedo. And red team on the cap, which means the Shimakaze is out here. So we're going to play dangerous. We're going to put ourselves in the way of a wall of skill, all the while being pushed by 2 cruisers. He's either brave or he's stupid, but there is the Shima. My smoke goes up. And my sonar is on. He's within range of the sonar. He's going to want to get away from this. He is getting wailed on while he is spotted. And I'm going to switch my fire across to the Zhao because it looks like one of our cruisers is absolutely spamming him. And what I should have done here, I think, is gone AP a little bit earlier. But with this pretty much 6-kilometer sonar, we've got plenty of warning of those Shimakaze torpedoes coming in. The Zhao is double fired. We're just wailing on him at the moment. And I'm thinking, yes, we're going to get kill number 3 of this game. Are we going to get it? We're still on him. No, it gets picked up by the Salem. And this is where I felt one of the occasions I was a little bit robbed. Now, I gun my engines a little bit too hard here, and I'm going to overrun my smoke. Not aiming on the torpedo indicator, because that guy is still turning. We go HE on him. We're trying to back up into the smoke. The Shima is going to have me spotted, and that means he's going to be putting torpedoes my way. But we've gone AP. He's broadside. There's the Shima. Here come the torpedoes. We've only got AP up. But we're going to pile on the pressure here, try and get that Shima off the board. It looks like the Henry IV might go out to torpedoes. Yes, he does. And then just as that salvo is going in on the Shima, the game ends. That should have been a double strike, and that Zhao should have been mine, and that would have been a cracking, but for a second or two on each occasion. But it's a new personal record for damage. It's a new personal record for base XP. I certainly enjoyed playing that game. It felt like a good one and felt like one that was worth sharing. So I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I did playing it. Stick around, smash the like button, leave me a comment, let me know if you've played the Z52 and if your record is better than mine. And I'm not going to say I'll see what I can do to beat it, but hey, you never know. As always, until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.